Hey everybody, how's it going? I had a idea for a YouTube channel, just something I thought would be fun. I was doing this the other night. I was looking at Google Maps for something, and then I just started using the Street View guide that I haven't done in a while. And when you zoom out all the way, you see like all these different roads and things that Google Maps has gotten pictures of throughout the years, which is super impressive. This incredible amount of data here, amount of views and things. So I thought it'd be kind of interesting to just do like videos of just literally dragging and dropping this guy anywhere randomly on the world and see what we can find. I was doing this, like I said, the other night, and I thought it was actually really interesting. Some of the things I discovered, just randomly dropping it and discovering like temples and just places that I actually saved that I would actually like to go to someday. So with that, just gonna get it kicked off, and literally I might even start closing my eyes and see what happens. But I'm not gonna favor any one area, but just gonna start. Let's start here and see what happens. So this is just kind of cool how it just drops you in like just this random place, and you can just instantly be like, oh, okay, pretend I'm here. I love how these different colored cars and unique cars, unique looking. Yeah, I just think this is so cool. You can instantly travel anywhere in the world. Of course, this place is looking, oh, okay, there's one person. Kind of interesting when you drop in somewhere and there's not a single person in sight. It's just like, oh, a little bit strange. But yeah, this is just so wild. You can just continue exploring. I love how they have these different colored buildings. And thank goodness it tells us in the upper hand corner where we actually are, because I would not be able to fully guess. Obviously, I dropped it somewhere in Europe, but I didn't look close enough to where we actually were. So this is pretty interesting. You can just, look all these down these little streets. This actually reminds me of Paris a little bit. And I haven't explored all the European cities, so I guess that's the general theme. But yeah, just really, really cool. I love just, exploring these places, but let's go back and do something else, go somewhere else. And I'd like to do like this live one day so people can just comment, where they like a pin dropped. Let's go to Southeast Asia and see. Oh, okay, I recognize these gates. I spent some time in Thailand, so looks a little familiar even though we're not in Thailand. Again, I'm going to be a little ignorant here because I'm just kind of randomly dropping the pin and not exactly paying attention to where we are. I go off what looks familiar. Again, this reminds me of Thailand, and I'm not sure, I'll have to look up, exactly where this is. But again, I'm going to probably sound a little ignorant. But the point is just like randomly drop in, discover new places, tour around a little bit. But yeah, this looks nice. Definitely, love a tropical place with lots of vegetation. Very cool. All right, let's go back. Keep it moving. I like to keep it moving. Let's go. Let's see. What's going on over here? Wow, so you definitely notice the change in the sky. A little bit of a haziness going on here. And it's interesting too, like just to look around and, where are these people going? What's their daily lives? What are they doing right now? Because this is obviously not live imagery, but what are these people in this picture doing right now, in this moment, somewhere in the world? Where are they? What are they doing? I've noticed like just dropping in Africa, just here particularly since that's where we are. All the taxi drivers and, where are they going and, what's their daily life like? It's interesting too when you click around and you see like the sudden change and what's going on here. This is a little weird. Just like the sudden change, like you'll get to like new photographs or old photographs will be like right next to each other. I'm sure some of you have experienced that where you're touring a street view place and all of a sudden it changes drastically, like new buildings are suddenly in the horizon. So, all right, so this is kind of interesting. Looks like it's Africa, but probably a hot place. All right, let's go back. And it's interesting too when you really get up to kind of places that are kind of devoid of people. Not like this, obviously, because we just dropped in on a community up here. But I was in somewhere when I was exploring around, it was just like nothing around, just barren. and it's just kind of like a reminder like how big the world really is. It kind of floored me the other day, just like how many places there are and how many like different towns and people living in all kinds of places. But yeah, this is kind of interesting. I like the mountains up here. That's really pretty. All the different mountains in the background. Oh wow, that was kind of cool. This is neat too. Like you discover like these like all the different vehicles. To me personally, like I think like all these different vehicles. This is really interesting looking. Like how old is that? What is it? Who built it? Just again, just interesting to kind of tour around. Oh, and look, we got little. Again, I'm gonna sound ignorant, not knowing any of this stuff, but I'm doing it in the moment. Just being curious and exploring around. But I almost called that a temple, but it's something. It's something that sticks out. So this must be, I'm assuming, oil and gas country, because maybe that's what that pipeline is. Interesting that they went up and over the road instead of burying it. Again, I'm sure also I'm ignorant, but not knowing what it is. That's just interesting. All right, let's go back. Go somewhere. Let's go down to Australia. Wow. Wow. Okay. And this, since I was exploring the other night, I was exploring Texas a little bit, and that was my first thought. Like, wow, this looks like Texas. And again, too, that's something that's interesting. Not just like exploring here on Google Maps, but traveling in the real world. Sometimes you get to places and it's like, oh, this feels a little familiar, even though you've never been there before. It's like some places just have like similarities, and yeah, they're like the world's huge, and there's so many unique places, but sometimes it does feel like a little familiar, like, oh, this is just a repeat of, or not a repeat, but it's like copy and paste and then some editing after that of different places. But yeah, not much going on here, but again, people live here, like day-to-day lives. What is that thing? Oh wow, look at that. That's kind of cool. See, just when I was getting ready to exit, all right, let's move on to the next place, and then bam, oh, this is interesting. So that's the true thrill out of this, is just literally dropping in somewhere completely random and seeing what's going on. So all right, we'll go back. All right, we'll do South America now. I'll probably do like spread it out evenly throughout the videos, like not try and focus on one continent or one country. And this is making me think of Italy, because I randomly dropped into Italy not too long ago. But I'm not going to keep comparing places, because I think that's the wrong idea. But I'll keep those thoughts to myself. But this is interesting, like just randomly dropping in. This seems nice. Nice park. Again, lots of vegetation. I love to see lots of vegetation. Interesting. So some nice park and a fountain. All right. Let's go up north again. Canada. Oh, let's see if I can find. Yeah, what's up here? The very tippy top. That just gets me excited right there. Like, what's up with the places that hardly anyone ever goes to? Wow, that is, yeah, that's pretty wild. Just as far as you can see, just nature. Imagine like that's day in and day out. Like these places exist. Like there's probably eventually some animals will be walking through this, but far away from civilization. Like these places are just going about their day-to-day business. Just really puts things in perspective, I think, for me anyway. I was old, by the way. Did you see the date? It was like 2015. So, all right, let's go. Oh, India. A little bit dark here. Okay, I recognize that. Spent some time in India. I recognize Airtel. And there's always something interesting going on in India. Just, oh well, look. Little tractor. Yeah. Okay, some livestock over there. Definitely some cleaner looking air compared to like places like New Delhi and things like that. More like an agricultural community, which is pretty neat. I love how they take the time to like decorate their wagons, and when we start seeing the big trucks, like they really get into like some detail. Not just India, but Yeah, like that's just like a theme. It seems to be in this part of the world. Wow, very cool. Just again, like these people are doing stuff right now at this moment in this part of the world. They're going about their lives, and we're just seeing like a glimpse into the past, like 2023 for this place. So that's really interesting. All right, and how about? Oh, okay. Let's go back to let's go up here in Finland. Oh wow. Okay. Wow. That is cool. That is really cool. Wow, nice nice photography here. I'm assuming a person took this and not the Google Street Maps car. I could be wrong there. But yeah, wow, this is some really nice imagery there. Okay, oh, okay, there's a day. Wow, that's pretty. That is really special. I love how it looks at night. Oh, look, now we're in, oh, okay. See, that's interesting. Again, like Google Maps, like you go like maybe like, you know, a couple meters or whatever to the left or right, and suddenly you're in a totally different like time of day, or like other things have appeared or disappeared. So I think that's kind of interesting. Wow, 2014. Oh, in 2009. Wow, I'm looking at the date up here on the left. Wow, that is pretty wild. Really going back in time. That's pretty. I'll save, you know, I'm going to save all these places later, but that to me, like, that's the thrill of just dropping in, like, wow, man, like, some really neat places. All right, let's go. Yeah, let's go over here, Turkey. Oh, okay. Wow. So I've never been to Turkey. I have no idea what it's like, but this is really nice. The evergreen trees. Another park. We're in another park again. Let's wander around. Man, and someone took the time to like map all this out, take the pictures. Like, that's just incredible. Like, there's just this vast, like, enormous, you know, imagery of the world, the entire world, almost the entire world, I should say, because obviously there are like some pretty big gaps. Look at the cars. Like, it's always neat to like look at the cars and the, you know, the infrastructure, the architecture, all that stuff. Oh, that's a hell of a view there. Wow. Oh, okay, so wow, man, look at that. Wow. That's such a change from where we just were. That's incredible. Wow. Oh, this is a cool little spot, like stop. Yeah, man, look how like that just like goes on forever. That's crazy. Millions of people are living in this area. Wow. That looks kind of interesting there. Some kind of like complex or something. Very cool. All right, let's see what's going on in the U.S. Drop. Again, I'm probably closing my eyes just to make it even more interesting. It is kind of, to me, it's kind of disappointing. Sometimes, like just wandering around the U.S., it's like it's a lot of like just car infrastructure, and well, I mean, everything we've seen so far is pretty much car infrastructure. But I don't know, like spending some time in the U.S. and it's just kind of like, I don't know, doesn't feel very special to me anyway. But that's an interesting looking. Wow, look at that. All right, some unique housing design going on here. Some of the U.S. stuff just starts to blend together, like U.S. suburbs start to look all the same, but it depends where you are. But this is pretty, yeah, that was pretty interesting. So everyone's got their own little flair for their houses. It's pretty cool. In Colorado, okay. And let's go down to the islands. Let's see down here. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Wow. Man, whoever took this picture, they must have been enjoying life. This is pretty nice. Oh, wow, look at this. Here we go again. Just, what? So cool. Just to completely just drop in randomly and discover like these unique, like, who would have thought like a UK telephone box is down here? I don't even know where we are, so I'm just going to keep it a mystery. But of course, I'll always leave the videos open to comments. People will be like, oh, you fool, like, you know, this is obviously where you are, and you know, I'll take the risk of sounding ignorant for just the thrill of, oh, okay, here we go, right there. British Virgin Islands, you know, could have probably guessed that from the UK themed telephone box, but then again, you never know. Look at that water. That is just incredible. Like, that just seeing that has to just brighten your whole day. Like, wow, like, get to pretend I'm on vacation. I mean, just look at this. You know, you can literally, like, you don't need a VR headset or anything. Just looking at the screen can already, like, kind of take you to this place. And that's so incredible that we have this much free quality imagery of the world. You can just drop in anytime. Like, you can literally do this 24/7, anytime, any place. Feeling miserable, all right, I'm going to take a, you know, mental trip to, you know, somewhere. Pretty wild. But we're at the 16-minute mark, I figure, for the first video. That'd be kind of like a good first video length. One more place. Oh, another tropical place. And I like, oh, cool. Little scooters. Small cars. They paint their curves, which I think is kind of helpful, actually. Like, because I've done that before, like driving on curbed my car once or twice by accident. And yeah, it's just like, you know, blank, you know, not the striped curb. So I wonder why they actually do that. I don't know. Sounding ignorant again, I'm sure, but I kind of like that. It's like a visual cue, like, hey, curbs here, don't run into it. Anyway, I think that's good for here. Thanks for joining me. And I'm definitely, I definitely enjoy this, and I hope you do too. Like, it's so interesting just to explore the world, just drop in anywhere and take advantage of this free resource that we have. So yeah, till next time, thanks for joining.